How's it going out there, guys? Mark Coleman, good evening, bud. How you been doing, Mark? Who's all out there tonight? Man, Mark, I hate that for you, bud. At least you're getting it taken care of. That's a good thing. I need to do the same. We'll get a few more people on here and we'll fire this thing up, guys. Pretty easy. Got any questions, feel free to ask, because when we're talking about insecticides, it's going to be pretty short-lived. Mark, you get any of that heavy rain the other day over there? I think that would have been Saturday, I think. Yeah, Saturday night. Mike, good to see you on here, bud. Good deal, Mark. He'll be a customer for life now. John, good to see you on here, bud. And my little buddy. I can only imagine what she's doing. Oh, I apologize, John. I misread that. Our little buddy said he's in no matter what. Good deal. Hey, Robert, good to see you on here, bud. Yeah, I don't know if something happened last week or what. I got a hold of the marketing company. I had some guys calling me after the show and saying they couldn't some weird things. I was doing. Guys, I apologize that it was, but it was some kind of glitch with the restream deal. So good deal, Mark. Glad you got that rain. I know we were coming back from the show and the speaking event in Ohio, and we got hammered on bad. And it looked like it was going right through your area. We ended up making it up to across to Fort Wayne and spent the night up there. No, I see, John. They're at the fair. Yep. All right, guys, let's just go ahead and fire this thing up. Again, you got questions, feel free to ask. I don't care what they're about. Insecticides is a pretty easy topic. This is probably one that I should have added with another topic. But if the weather is beautiful there as it is here, you don't want to sit here and listen to me talk all night anyway. I don't know how many of you out there use insecticides, pesticides, anything like that. It's been probably maybe 10 years ago, 8 to 10 years ago, I had my first run-in with armyworms. And it really woke me up when they took a honey hole plot and cut it in half, and overnight literally completely took it to the ground, and the other half was as healthy as can be. Craziest thing I ever seen. 2 days later, the rest of the plot was gone. I've always had issues with beetles and stuff like that. Moss beetles, especially in my brassica plots. So they had to sit there and eat holes in them. But the army worms really woke me up. I started doing a lot of research, a lot of high dollar insecticides to use, and come to find out, I can go to Menards and spend $6 and take care of my food plots all year long. You know, I don't have to go out there and buy the high price stuff. I don't have to have a licensed sprayer come out and spray. So from that day when that happened, or I should say that year, that next year, I started going, and every time that I would spray my clover fuel on my clovers, I would spray my fall, I was always mixing an insecticide. And to this day, I still do that. Very cheap. I mean, it's the most inexpensive thing you can do. And I'll tell you what, it has really helped my plots a lot healthier, especially when we have the beetles real bad. The beetles can really do a lot of damage to a big brassica leaf this in one day. So having these insecticides, even though a lot of them will last months on end, when I'm in there spraying Jolt, you know, twice a month, 3 times a month, I'm still adding an insecticide in because it's not going to hurt anything. So the best one that I have found to use, and I'll show you here, best and the cheapest. There's a few of them and they all work great. But for everything, this one right here, the Insecticide, is the best killer I have found. And it will stay on that plant for a couple months. Total control. It really works very well with the army worms. Works as in bare soil or a leafy plant. And a bottle of this, I mean, it'd treat a lot. So you're looking at a bottle for about $7 that's going to get you all season long. Unless you're spraying once a week, then you might have to buy 2, but you don't need to do that. If you're like me and you're going in, you're spraying every time you're spraying your foliar fertilizers, your clover fuel, or your Jolt, or if you're adding some more Plot Max to your plot, you can mix it right in with it, or you can spray it separate. Now, they don't recommend you using a surfactant, but if I'm not mixing it with anything else, I always mix some bean oil or some Dawn dish detergent, any kind of surfactant like that. I'll mix in with it just to help it stick. But again, you don't have to, but I just seen a lot better success, have a lot better success that way. This one works very good, very, very good. Now, a couple other ones that work just as well. They might not kill as many species, but they work just as well. You can get them again, Walmart, Menards, Lowe's, any place like that. Tractor Supply, Family Farm and Home, Tyson's, anywhere. The 7, this is just kind of an old trusty one right here. The 7 works very well. I don't have as good success with army worms with it. It will help, but not as much. The first one I showed you is the one that I've had the best success with as a store-bought product over the shelf for the army worms. And then the last one here that I use a lot of, especially for the beetles. If I just have a beetle issue, this is the one I'm using. Works very well. All these are concentrates. Mix them in your pump up sprayer. And I mean, all of them are under $10 a bottle. So many, many gallons of water you can mix with. So again, something very easy to do. Just another little thing you can do to help out your plots. You know, these bugs will get in there and eat holes in them. They could actually eat them and kill them. So if you get out there in your plot and you start seeing holes in your leaf, you start seeing spots on them, a lot of times you're going to visually see the insect on them anyway, especially the beetles or the moths. The moths will play heck on them. But just get in there and spray that stuff. You know, spraying is going to do wonders for you. It's going to help you out in the long run. It's definitely going to help out your plot because, you know, all different types of insects are getting around here anymore. It is crazy on the insects and how bad they are. You know, the moth, there is so many moths out there. I mean, here, even in my room here with all my mounts, I got bug lights, I got insecticides, I bomb this place once probably every other week. I'll bomb it just because the moths are getting so bad, even here. And they're really bad out into the field. So last thing I want is a moth on a deer head. So that's just something that I do. I mean, it's no different me taking care of this room than I am taking care of my plots out there. I'm normally spraying something anyway, so it's not like it's an extra step except for just adding a little something different to my tank. So it works out really well. Again, very, very inexpensive, and it's going to do wonders for you. Even if you don't see bugs, I hide insecticide, just be on the safe side. Because again, just like I said with them army worms 8 to 10 years ago, it literally came in, and a lot of people had issues with them that year. They will actually move in, and overnight they can destroy a half-acre plot to where it looks like that the deer ate it down. I mean, it is amazing what they can do to a plot, and there's nothing you can do then. It's too late. So getting in there, doing it early, just kind of a very cheap insurance policy that you can have to make sure that you're going to have some green season and you're not sitting there with a dead plot. Oh, but again, guys, this is a very easy topic. If you got questions, feel free to ask. I can ramble on about a few things here that's going on. Let this kind of set in with you. See if you got any questions on the insecticides. But with Antler King, a few things that you want to look for coming up. If you like the Q&A type stuff, you like the educational stuff, I've been burning up the road. I've had TV partners burning up the road coming here. Especially thanks to Kyle Weeder with Adrenaline Outdoors, Don and Candy Kiski. I was out there this last week. And we have shot some great content. Kyle and I actually sat in here and did about 60 pieces of just Q&A stuff that a lot of people asked me. We got it on film. We're going to add it to the website. We're going to add it to social media. And then Don and I did one out there, which I'm always excited to go out and spend time with Don Kiss. He's forgot more about deer hunting than I will ever know. And I grew up watching the Freaks. And doing so, and I still watch the Freaks. And in doing so, this year, you know, normally we do a series. So we'll run a video once a week for 4 to 6 weeks of me and Don sitting down either in his house or out in the backyard talking about different Antler King products, why we should use them. This year, Don came up with a great idea, and it's something that I had thought about, but I was kind of didn't know if I had the cojones enough to ask him. But even though we've traveled all over his farms, looked at all his spots, this year we actually are doing a series that's going to come out here in a few weeks. And we're going to run one episode a week for 4 weeks. That is, Don took us to all of his spots that they have killed their big deer. And it's crazy pulling up at these places because me watching the Freaks for all these years, as soon as we pull up to a place, I could start thinking of which deer that were shot there and who killed them. And I know for any of you guys that's watched the Freaks, you're going to do the exact same thing. No matter if you just started watching it last year, these spots are all still the same that they've hunted for all these years. So what Don actually did, he explained to us how he incorporates greens in with his agriculture around to help draw the deer in, and what products he uses and why he uses them. So very educational. I was like a kid in a candy store. I mean, I'm telling you what, just going there and seeing the place where all these big Boone and Crockett deer have been killed over 20 some years, 30 some years, and see why he plants things in certain ways, because he always tells me what he plants because I send it to him, and how he plants it. But I've always wondered why he picks certain ones. This series is going to explain every bit of it, and taught me so much about my own product. And I know you guys are going to like it as well. So look, but a lot of new content's coming out, a lot of new ads you're going to be seeing running, trying something a little different. We're kind of spicing it up a little bit. Unfortunately, you're probably going to see my face a little more than what you want to see, but a lot of educational stuff. I know for me, I want educational. I want to learn about something. I want to learn everything I can about it. So that's the way we're going. We're working on the educational side to help our customers out. See what we got here. Well, I got Mark saying that the audio keeps glitching on him. Anybody else having an issue? And Mark's also talking about when he's mowing last Saturday, the grass was full of grasshoppers and other critters. Absolutely, bud. That's what you got to watch for. That's why these insecticides are so well used. Kevin McFarland, good to see you. Well, let me pull up here on the Wi-Fi and just see if it's the Wi-Fi doing it or what's doing it here, guys. See what we got here. I don't know what's going on. Robert, you're asking about the Dawn dishwashing detergent. Does it need to be bubbly? No, it does not, but it will be. It's best to add it last, and it's also best to use a defoamer. Go to your local ag store, buy a small little quart bottle, throw a couple squirts of the defoamer in there, and you won't have to worry about it foaming up so bad. And it works excellent with all your herbicides and stuff as well. Mark, you're asking if there's anything in the works for a 40th anniversary for Antler King. Tell you the truth, Mark, we've kind of did earlier this year at the ATA show, but we are so busy right now with everything, it's just kind of went to the side. I would really like to see us do something, because that is, I mean, Antler King was literally, I mean, this is our 40th year right now. Now, as in the consumer marketing, it'll be next year. But as an Antler King being founded, this year is our 40th year, which is crazy to even say that. And how many years I've been with them, it's just nuts. But as of right now, I don't know of anything in the works, because we're so busy and the company's growing so big that I hardly even talk to anybody in corporate. It's just We're just too busy running our own different ways. Now that'll start slowing down coming here towards the hunting season, probably September-ish, into September. So maybe something for the, maybe Christmas time, we can figure something out for it. But as of right now, we are swamped. But it's a great idea. Scott, good to see you on here, bud. All right, guys, you got any questions for me? I'm more than happy to help you out there. Well, Mark, I don't know if it's still doing it for you or not, bud. The Wi-Fi is wide open here, showing great. So if it's still glitching for you, I apologize, guys. I don't like it when it does stuff like that. And make sure I didn't miss somebody here. I'll tell you what, with talking about the stuff and the travels I've been doing, I want to ask all you guys. Mark, it was a great idea. I know you're talking about the 40th. Totally agree. What the guys that I have on here right now, what would you like to see come from Antler King? If something I've been asked, I mean, it could be mixes, it could be swag, it could be different anything. Please don't say swag because that is a sore subject. But if you do, you do. We'll talk about it. But anything. If you want more educational, you want more, what would you like to see? More video type topic stuff on educational stuff? What do you really want to see that Antler King is not doing? Because I'm in the mood to change a bunch of stuff up, and we've been changing a lot up. Thanks, Kevin. John, you said the heat index there is 109. Holy cow, bud. It's not that. It's not to do after I get done tonight. So I don't want it too. And yes, guys, I still make all my own stuff. Yeah, making new ramps for the trailer, for the tractor. Instead of going and buying them, I go buy the steel and making my own. That's just how I am. That's how I like building everything. And maybe one of these days I'll quit doing that and just go buy it. But as of right now, I just can't talk myself into it. Now, Mark, I know you got to have some ideas out there of what you'd like to see from Antler King. Besides a new hat. All right, I think I got through all you guys here. So while we got some time here, and if you guys are thinking of something to talk about, let's talk a little bit about fall planting. Fall planting is right around the corner. Some of you may already be doing it. I know here in the Midwest where I'm at, I'm looking the 1st to the 15th of August. Pray that the rains come back in because we're starting to lose our rains. We've had all this rain this spring. So I'm looking forward to getting some slam dunk and honey hole in the ground and leave a bunch of clover for the deer. But, I just came back from giving seminars in Ohio, and one of the biggest topics there was ground prep. And the ground prep is something that, you guys heard me talk about it a million times. It's something that a lot of people overdo. They overthink. We're making a seed bed. All we're doing is making a nice little seed bed. We're not building a garden. So very light tillage, 1.5 to 2 inches deep, compact that soil, seed it and compact it. You always want to seed on top of a compacted seed bed. So It's that easy. But so many people, including myself years ago, wanted to turn it into my garden and have it as powdery as I could. And it's the worst thing ever for a seed bed, or actually for the seed, because Mother Nature can shove it way too deep. So, all right, we got some questions here. I knew it, Mark. Apparel. I knew he was going to say that. Looking for some how-to videos on the website? Well, Kyle Weeder and I just shot quite a few of them. I just got some of the edited ones back that I made them make some changes on. I wanted some stuff different, so they're changing them up now. Hopefully have them done tomorrow. You will see a lot of how-to type videos come our way. So that's good. I'm glad you said that. My old buddies from the Up North Journal are on here. Danny, I hope you're doing good, bud. Said you're doing a great job, but in general, education is key. Teach them, show them how it can be done. Absolutely, bud. Absolutely. That's kind of what we were kind of doing out there at the Kiskies. You're going to see a lot more from me in field doing things. Here's my issue with in-field stuff. With me running all over Heckenback right now, doing all this stuff, it seems like I'm always limited on time and trying to beat a rain, usually, to get my fall plots in or my spring plots. And I'm a one-man show. So usually I'm like, I got to leave the camera in the truck. I got to get out there and get this done. It's going to rain in a half an hour. I'm beating it. I'm getting wet on the way back in. You know, that's usually what's wrong. I need to change that. I need to start making time to be able to do these videos in my plots, because I can do so much in there. So I am definitely going to work on that. And Danny, I appreciate you saying that, because that really kind of pushes me to even more to do it. It's kind of like hunting on film. I could never hunt on film because it's always in the moment for me, and I don't want to worry about that camera. And I'm doing the same thing in food plots, but I need to change that up. So stuff like this, Danny, will really help me out, wake me up to get me to do it. Robert, talking about an Antler King membership club. Absolutely. Well, before they let me get anything else done on that, they're going to get these shipping costs done right now. I'm telling you what, guys, the shipping is out of this world because of all the fuel surcharges with all this stuff. I mean, it's horrible. It's really hurting doing programs like this, like a membership club or industry pricing stuff where people's got to, you know, you get a discounted rate, but you got to pay shipping. We got to get this stuff down. It's killing us. But yeah, membership club, I still got that one in the works. I've been doing a lot of thinking on that one since we brought this up, I think last year. So Mark, you're exactly right. The pro staff could provide how-to videos as well. That is a great idea. That's something that, you know, I used to get a lot of videos that way from pro staffers. And when I say that, I'm talking 10, 15 years ago. Kind of slipped away from that. That's a great idea. Scott, looking at spraying off your clover the 15th or so? Absolutely. I'll tell you what, Scott, just to throw this out there to you. I don't know what kind of weed seed bed you have in your soil, but on my clover plots, I don't even kill my clover plots off anymore. If I got good lush clover, I will actually till it into the soil, because that green plant breaking down really helps release that nitrogen and really gives them annuals a good kickstart and gives good organic matter in the soil that would help hold that moisture. So it is something that I do in all my clover plots. I I hardly ever spray any to kill them off anymore. I'll just work them into the soil real good and just chop them up. So this is something to think about. Don't have to do it that way, but it's just something to think about, bud. Jim, I love these live streams. Headed up to the property in northern Lower Michigan to get my fall plots in. You should see my order of honey hole and slam dunk shortly. Jim, I appreciate it. Really appreciate your business. Good luck out there, man. It's that time. Lower Michigan. You're right on it, bud. Scott, I really do appreciate that. I mean, with Scott saying that this is why I do these things, guys. This is nothing fancy, nothing rehearsed. It's just me blowing smoke on stuff that I love to do. You know, Scott on here said, Rob, you and Antler King have helped me so much these past 2 seasons. I couldn't ask for more. I'm grateful when I look at my plots. You know, that's why I do these things. You know, it's just something that I enjoy doing because, guys, like I've said before, if many of you have been on here with me for very long, you've heard me say it a million times. When I started doing food plots over 30 years ago, I had nobody to look to. I had nobody to get information from. I had farmers around because I'm from a farming community, but farming and food plotting are 2 completely different things. If you try to food plot like a farmer, you're going to spend a whole bunch of money, do a lot more steps than you really have to. The biggest thing is money. So even though they did help me, they've helped me so much on my clovers, my alfalfas back then. But when it come to brassicas and stuff like that, back then you never heard of brassicas. You know, that's just something that was foreign. So it was just trying to pick up every magazine I could to read through things. Trial and error. 99% of everything I know is from trial and error. And to this day, if you tell me something won't grow at a certain time of year, I will plant it to try to prove you wrong or show me that it won't. That's just how I work. And anything I do, I want to make sure that I know for myself it will work. So when somebody asks me about it, I can honestly tell them an answer. And so me doing these to help you guys out, it's the least I can do. I enjoy it. I used to be the guy that could talk about deer hunting all day long. Now I get tired of talking about deer hunting. I get tired of bringing people in my showroom because all they want to ask me about different deer. But I could talk about food plots all day long now. It's just something that I enjoy. I enjoy planting food plots and watching the deer eat them more than I do harvesting the deer. Don't get me wrong. I still love chasing deer, but it's just a part of sitting over a food source or next to a food source and seeing the deer come out and eat in them, knowing that I provided that for them. It's just, I know it's kind of quirky, but it's awesome. Robert, membership club dues may help. Yeah, absolutely, bud. Mark, you're asking, you'd like for me to bring some samples of my own food plots to this show, like clover plants with, so you're actually talking about going out, picking a plant out, root system and all, bringing it in to show people what we got. That's actually a good idea, bud. Just to kind of show different things there. That's a very good idea. Robert, I appreciate it, bud. Mark Coleman. How about win a hunt with Robbie, Don, Kip, Sydney, or any other AK sleb? Well, the cheapest hunt would probably be with me. So I'm telling you that right now. Scott's on here talking about how his plots are, plot is building soil, but still a bit sandy. It's usually sprayed, drag, top pick up the rocks, packet, seed. Tilling brings up the rocks. Absolutely, bud. I can totally understand that. So yeah, I would definitely kill and drag. Absolutely. Travis, I appreciate it, bud. Good to see you on here, man. I hated that text message I sent to you earlier today, but it's crazy right now with these shipping costs, bud. Make sure I didn't miss anybody here, guys. So it looks like the biggest thing on here going through these right now is you guys would like to see a lot more educational stuff. I like that because that is actually the way we're going right now. Robert, I wish I'd known that. I'd go out there. I'd go out to Kips every year, bud. I could stop by and you could buy me a cup of coffee. Getting ready to go out there again this year. John Seats, you're absolutely right. Not too long, I'll have a little buddy, a little hunting buddy. Yeah, the grandson, he's doing awesome. They're actually showing up here tomorrow. Going to have him here till Sunday. It's going to be great. I want to get him on that 3-wheeler when his mom leaves so she don't know I'm doing it. Mike's talking about he always has a problem with weeds taking over the trophy clover plot. And I don't spray 2,4-DB because I don't want to kill my chicory. Oh, it just jumped on me. Hold on, bud. Chicory in the plot. Any suggestion on how to handle this problem? The IMOX is about the only way you're going to go there, bud. If you don't want to kill the chicory, the IMOX is going to be, let me find it here for you. The IMOX is going to be the way to go. Is this it? Yep. It'll kill the grasses, the weeds, but not your clover, chicory, alfalfa, nothing like that. So it is chicory safe, but I will tell you when you use IMOX, use the recommended rate. Do not spray high. Another thing about IMOX is, let's just say that you have a clover plot and you're going to want to kill it off and replant it with an annual that fall. Do not use IMOX because it will hold the soil will hold the residual, and you're actually going to kill the seeds when you try to plant them. So you'll have to wait till the next year to plant. But if you got an existing plot, clover plot that you keep there year round, you can use IMOX with no problem. It will smoke everything but what you don't want it to. So it's a little more expensive, but you're only looking about 4 to 6 ounces max to the acre. So it doesn't take very much. It'll last a long time. Just do not let it freeze. And that goes with any herbicide. Mark, that's a good idea, but you make me feel low, man. I'm telling you right now. What about a giveaway? That'll bring more of an attendance. So you're telling me that nobody comes on here because I'm not giving stuff away. They don't want the knowledge. They just want free stuff. No, I totally understand, Mark. And that is a good idea. I have not done a giveaway this year. I normally do a couple of them. I'll tell you what, we're going to give some stuff away in 2 weeks on the show. I'll come up with something that we'll do here on the show, pick the winners, get it shipped out to them. We'll do a giveaway. Actually, let me see here. What do I got? Let's just see here. Let's pull this back. Figured out what we're going to do. Get this off of here. Little sneak peek. We're going to guess the inches on this big bad boy. And then you will win. And we might do another one. We'll also do this one right here. So I'm doing 2 giveaways in 2 weeks. How about that, Mark? You like that, buddy? And I might even give you multiple guesses on it too. Now, when I show you a different antler next week, don't be mad. I don't want you to be thinking what it is and going back and forth watching this and trying to use a little calculator on the screen and stuff. Get a little tape measure out. Robert, I'll definitely do that, bud. Mike, you're very welcome. All right, guys, we got a few more minutes left here before they kick me off. You got anything else? So let me know. If not, we're going to be seeing each other here in a couple weeks. So, but yeah, Mark, great idea. We'll do a giveaway. It's still early. Might do a few different choices. Throw a little seed pack together. Something like that. That's not going to cost me $300 a ship. I'm telling you what, guys, this is crazy. And I have the gentleman on here right now that I did this for. But people are wondering why things are going up, getting more expensive, this and that. I did a shipping quote. You've heard me talk about shipping on here tonight many times. We actually had to do away with our industry program and stuff at this time because the shipping costs for surcharges are so high. We still have our free shipping online, but with the discounted rates, we had to do away with it. One of my pro staffers on here wanted, I can't remember what it was, but it was like 3 bags of feed and a block, something like that, and maybe a couple bags of Tractant. It was just over the weight for FedEx, so it has to go LTL tracking. So you're looking at about 1, 2, 3, 4, let's just say 5 bags in a 20-pound block. The shipping was $191. Now, I mean, it's killing us. So as of right now, online stuff is not changing anywhere. We still got the free shipping on there. But right now our industry program is shut down for now just because we can't offer the free shipping and stuff on there. But it's outrageous. And I know this is something that you don't need to know, but I have a lot of people talking to me about different things in the industry. A lot of guys, industry guys getting a hold of me wanting stuff. And I can't do it. I mean, I can, but you don't want to pay the shipping on it. I'm telling you right now. It is outrageous. Sounds good, John. I'll talk to you tomorrow evening, bud. Mark, you'd love to see a top 10 list of Robbie's best food plot tips. Okay. Heck, I think I already got video shot for all them. I can just put them in order. All right, looks like I got all you guys caught up. Well, if you don't have anything more to say, I guess I don't either. I guess we can enjoy the evening. Think about what I'm going to give away here in the next couple of weeks. We'll have us a little measurement contest. The closest one to each one of them is going to win. And if there's a tiebreaker, I got about 100 more sheds laying around here. So I'll just grab another one and we'll do a quick tiebreaker on it. So it'll be fun. Travis, you're exactly right. It is crazy. Talking about Tractor Supply doesn't carry what I like and it's limited. That is the bad thing with box stores. We have such a good relationship with these stores and they do so well for us, but they don't carry the product in the magnitude of what we wish they would. but at the same time, they kind of do because they have 2,000 stores. So I wish we could get more product into each store. I know with Tractor Supply, love them to death, but they have certain products. They have 8 SKUs in one store, 2 in one, 3 in one, 4 in the other. They kind of test the water that way, and they start seeing more sales coming in. They start adding SKUs. Like, I mean, we've seen a lot of our stores that they have had, 2 SKUs, and the next year they have 4. The next year they sold so much they have 6. They have 8 the next. So we see anybody on here looking for something like Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply is one store that if you're looking for a product, they can bring it in for you, as in just for you. On their next shipment coming in, they can actually order you and have it on their truck coming in. So if they don't carry the product, you can request it and buy it straight from them at retail pricing. And when that truck comes in, you can go in there and pick it up. So that is a very good thing. Robert, it's funny you're talking about writing a book because it could be in the works. So it very well could be. I'm still thinking about it because I can plant food plots, but I can't spell worth of crap. I'm telling you right now. So the wife has to do all that for me. But no, I've seriously been thinking about it. I think I would enjoy doing it and help a lot of people out that way. It's nice to have something you can throw in your back pocket and you can read before you go out the next day to plant something, to see what you should do instead of try to look it all up online and read 9 million different answers to your question on Google. I really been thinking about maybe this winter sitting in a deer blind and starting to write one up. Yeah, the Tractor Supplies, they can order the product, Robert. They're like yours said. I've had some tell me they can't, and it was a communication problem between the manager and the buyer. So if you ever have any problems with something like that, you just give a hold of me, let me know, and I can get a hold of our sales manager, and we can get it straightened around. But in contract, that's how we have it. Well, guys, I want to jump off here. I appreciate everything tonight. I appreciate all the questions, all the feedback on what you'd like to see coming up next. We'll get that little giveaway going on next week. I'll see what I can pull out of my hat on maybe making it worth your while for joining in on it, and get it out to you so you can use it this season. So you guys have a great night. We'll talk soon. I'll see you here in a couple weeks. And Mark, I ain't autographing nothing. My autograph don't mean nothing, Bubba. But yeah, we'll see you here in a couple of weeks. Get this giveaway going on. I'm kind of looking forward to that now. I wish we'd have done it tonight. So Kevin, I appreciate it very much. Learned a thing or two tonight. That's what I'm here for, bud. Well, you guys have a great night, and we'll talk soon. Take care.